Hello, San Marcos families. My name is Jay Ross, and I'm hoping to earn your vote for the San Marcos School Board. Our daughters currently attend San Marcos High School, and we absolutely love this district. I'd like to acknowledge all of the candidates who are running for this role. A school board role is purely voluntary, so I don't question any of the candidates' commitment or passion. That said, I'd like to share a few thoughts that would be important to me if I were in your shoes making a decision on who to vote for. First, I'd especially like to know which groups support which candidates. I am humbled and honored to say that the teachers of San Marcos support me in this election. Last week, the San Marcos Educators Association announced their endorsement of my candidacy for Trustee Area A. I deeply appreciate their confidence in me, and I hope not to let them down. I'd like to share some of my ideas and experiences that I'll bring to our district. Strong leadership. In 2016, Patricia Corbett noted in her doctoral thesis that one of the most critical aspects of a school board's role is the evaluation of a superintendent. Her research found, and I quote, that school board members may not receive training in the evaluation process and thus may be ill-prepared to complete this task. I will bring over 20 years of management and leadership experience. I've served as the National Director of Training for several multinational pharmaceutical companies and have managed hundreds of folks around the country. I've also been trained in productive coaching and performance management. So what does all this mean? It simply means this. I've developed strong skills over the years that allow me to encourage effort, celebrate success, and confront poor performance when necessary. The ability to retain high-quality teachers is essential. I'd foster an environment where teachers' concerns are welcome. But that's probably not too different from any other candidate. I will say this, commitment and having a plan are two different things. And my plan would include the following. One, I'd look for ways to pay for performance. How can we incentivize for the retention of top educators? I'd incorporate a 360-degree feedback process as part of the superintendent's evaluation. This is done in business all the time and ensures that feedback from teachers and administrators are considered when the board evaluates the overall performance of a superintendent. If we're losing top educators, do we know why? I'd incorporate exit interviews for all resigning teachers and administrators. One typically expects greater candidness from someone who has just resigned, and information from these interviews that support a trend must be addressed. If you have students in this district, you're aware by now how poor the communication has been during this pandemic. I will work to improve communication and transparency. I'd ensure the superintendent has an effective communication czar. I would also publish decision by dates. It shouldn't be underestimated how much reassurance can come from simply knowing a decision will be made on or before a certain date. I'd advocate for more open meetings and fewer executive sessions. And finally, we're not going through this pandemic alone. I'd advocate for strong communication with other school boards to really leverage best practices. Thanks for listening and for forwarding this video to anybody who might be interested. I'd also invite you to visit my campaign site at facebook.com/J for SMUSD in order to learn more about me and for me to hear about your priorities, because I'm really listening. Thank you.